It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road today,
And this is the longest running daily variety show on planet Earth. Day 1,618 in a row doing it. And we're going to do it again. And then Joanne's in the background doing a Wheeze and McGee. You guys know how it goes. When you've been doing it for almost 4.5 years, probably, 4.5 years, guys. It's been 4.5 years officially, every single day. And when you got Joanne, where are you? Oh, hi, Hi, Joanne. Welcome to the show. You know, you're just kind of lagging today. You know, I'm here. Show starts. I'm doing all the back end stuff. And you're wheezing it out. You know, I get it. Jabba the Joanne. Yeah. Star Wars. They're reprising the role of Jabba. And, you know, the guy who played him originally, her father, George Soros, he's kind of too old to play the part now, you know. So they're asking Joanne to fill the shoes. What's that? No makeup. Yeah. Typecast. The Joanne just shows up. They lay her on a side, feeding her grapes, you know. My bookie. Weezer. Anyway, guys, I hope you're doing well. 1,618 days in a row. I got a bunch of projects I'm working on here. I cannot wait to share with you. I guess I'll just tell you. You saw the BeatSeat I'm building the other day, which is, it has that really cool pearl inlay on the face. Well, I sanded it all down, and I refinished it with dyes. I never realized this before, but when you use a dye to accentuate the figure in some of the woods that I have purchased before, you see all of the detail. And I don't even want to show you yet because I want you to be excited when you see it for the first time. But I got curly maple. Curly maple is like the most beautiful wood you could ever use. Well, for me, I like it. And so I'm using curly maple. Why is this? Curly maple in order to get the result of ridiculous BeatSeats. And it's going to be a new model I'll be selling. So you're going to get I think I'm going to call the, hold on, I put this thing on last night. It's called the Kefilter fish, you know. And when you do the Kefilter, I'm going to see if I can try to figure out how to decibels. Let's try it right here. Let's see what that does. Is that doing anything there, Joanne? It looks like it's a little better. So when you do what I do, which is build BeatSeats, invent BeatSeats, play BeatSeats, you're always trying to just get the best version, the best model ever. That's what I'm trying to. I want to have the best model ever. I've built them all, so I can't wait to build the best one ever. Joanne, stop wheezing. Zabrowski's hitting us with a woohoo. Right? Oh, man. You know, when you're here... What? No, Joanne, I can't... She said, my wheeze is better than the woohoo. I don't think so. I think we're going to have to take a poll and see what the results are on that. But I'm pretty sure there's no freaking way that you can wheeze and provide a more harmonious and angelic finish than Matt Zabrowski, greatest woohoo guy on planet Earth. Anyway, guys, I'm everything is peaking still. It's a bunch of horse crap, you know? I'm going to try to see if I could get in there again and do an adjustment. Output gain. How about we do this? I'm going to bring the output down. Is that doing anything? What the fucking heck, man? You know? I'm sorry. I'm pissed off because, you know what? There's this thing on my computer here that every time I'm about to push something, some stupid pop-up comes up in the corner. And then I hit that instead, and then a whole thing opens up, and it's just like obnoxious. What's that? Yeah, no, as obnoxious as her wheeze. Yeah, I know. I get it, you know. Guys, so the UFO situation, we've always known about it. We've always heard about it. I had many different conversations with people over the last 4 years about aliens and UFOs and what's real and what has happened and potentially could. And I think at the end of this crazy disclosure event we're going through, which is what's basically happening, I think this whistleblower, is not the first guy. We've heard this many times before, that we have aircraft, and Bob Lazar is a great example of this. And yeah, we do. And what's that? No, Joanne, I know you could probably be from Venus, but we're not talking about you. She always wants to make it about herself, Now, Joanne, now you totally messed up my train of thought. I was in the middle of it, and you're there doing the wheeze and trying to make it about you, So Bob Lazar, people like that, they have always talked about this. And we've seen some pictures, some video, I'm sure you have too. And I think that we probably have a ton more than you'd ever think. And everything we're using came from the technology that we're speaking of. And I know obviously they are afraid of us learning things, but we have access to all information on the internet now. And for them to try to still hold information from us, which is an eventuality, discovering what they are, what it is, they're saying that this is not from Earth. This is not something that we could create. Just the radioactive signatures, everything about the aircraft that they are finding, we cannot recreate. We don't even know how the heck they are able to do the things they do. So obviously it's one of two things. They either come from a place very, very far away, or they come from a place very, very close to us, under the surface, so to speak, literally. It could be from, down in Hollow Earth. If you guys don't know it, Richard Byrd talked about Hollow Earth, and he told a fascinating story. And he flew above, which was the South Pole, and they said there's nothing beyond, and he found land and blue water and, 37-degree water, which means that the temperature of the outside must have been about 45 degrees, somewhere around there, maybe 40 degrees. I think. Isn't water always colder? Yeah, it's always colder than the air temperature. But it was found, and then of course, his diary was stolen, and no one ever, everybody who's tried to go to Antarctica and really explore Antarctica is yeah, you can go take a look at that one little cliff over there. You want to go over that little crevasse over there and go and take a fall? Everybody takes a fall in Antarctica. I don't know if that's true, but I wouldn't take a chance. I've seen a few videos, people on boats trying to go to Antarctica. And the Coast Guard comes in we will shoot you down. I was what are you trying to hide from us? Well, something. It's probably more realistic that they come from underneath us than from way out in outer space. But who the freak knows? We definitely have aircraft, though. And that's interesting to me. I'd like to learn more. And it reminds me of a couple songs, actually, that I wrote here on the show over the last 4+ years about aliens, about Hollow Earth. I wrote 2 songs. One's called Down in Hollow Earth, because I saw a TikTok clip about this Admiral Byrd story about 2 years ago, or about a year and a half ago. And that night I wrote the song Down in Hollow Earth. And the other one was an alien story called, I don't even know what it's called. I think I have it. Don't Breathe is what it's called. I'm going to play that for you right now. And it's a pretty crazy song, if I remember. I haven't listened to this in a while, but it is on iTunes. If you guys would like to support this show, you can do it many ways. First and foremost, follow, subscribe, and share. I've been live every day since December 31st, 2018. It is the longest running show on planet Earth, and your support means a lot to me because nobody knows what we do here. Even friends of mine have no idea I do this, and that's fine. But if you can help some people who are in need of positivity and some live music and some comedy to find us and hang out every once in a while. We don't always know if we're going to... That would be pretty cool. And just so you guys know on this one...
Siggy's plant-based, dairy-free, 10...
I always marvel at how many views some of these songs, that I put out have. And just for rough estimates, there's roughly 9 billion people, let's call it 8 billion people on the planet. This song has been seen by 52 52 people. Thank you, YouTube, 11,000 subscribers. 52 people they've shared this with. They don't share, so if you can, I'd appreciate it. Hope you enjoy. We don't always know if we're going to create something that is good enough to 55 people, my bad. But we come out here every day to create something. So, live stream of consciousness songwriting every single day since December 31st, 2018. Join us.
gonna do? Going to probe you. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Love. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe.
Oh, goodness. You know, I used to have the intro would be. I did that at the top of all the songs because I thought we should do like a sonic branding. You know, I heard that on somewhere on social media. Like you create a tone when people hear it, they know it's your content. And obviously, I do that every day when the show starts and the way out. So, and then obviously this is how we start every show. So that would be the vibe, but I stopped doing that because, I don't know, they weren't sharing my content anyway, so what the freaking hell does it matter doing any of that stuff? Do you know what I mean? You have to understand me. You can't do that, man. You can't go outside and do what you do, man. Okay? Why that? I just don't know. I honestly don't know how to set a compressor. That's why this is not working properly. Let's see what else this has here. I got a limiter. How about a limiter? What's a limiter do? We're going to put it on and see. Hey, we're limitering it. Check, check. Oh, guys, it's limitering it. It's working. Hold on. Let's go back up to here. We're getting more volume. Check, check. I don't know if that's working or better. Oh, yeah, it's working. I mean, it's whatever's doing. Whatever we're doing. Is that working, guys? Let's see. Yeah. Hold on.
I was walking down the road today, looking for another way to ease my mind and help my living. I look into the windows of the passing cars driving next to me. How the open road affects us all. So many perfect ways to spend your days in me. There's something to live for, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah. There's something to live for. Something to die for, yeah.
Is the audio better?
Oh, I was walking down the road today, looking for another way, yeah. Ease my mind and held my living. I look into the eyes of the passersby as I smile and roll on by. No offense, that's just me living. So many perfect ways to spend your days in me. Oh, there's something to live for, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah. There's something to live for, yeah. There's something to die for, Amazing how often I forget the old days, lying in the field under the sun while the birds fly around and sing. There's something to live for.
Guys, when Joanne's doing a Wheezy McGee, you know, it's a good day. Joanne, oh, sorry. She has to go use the porta potty, guys. Deal with it, you know. When you're in the process, and Joanne's in the process of double-deckering, you know, here at the studio, that's why we got her the porta potty. Because I don't want her doing a top shelf. You know, you go to top shelfer, she's just mad at the show, mad at me for doing it. You know, I get it. Joan, I get it. Maybe if you didn't wheeze all the time. Joanne. What's that? You guys don't know who Joanne is? After all this time. She's my right-hand man, you know. I'm sorry? Yeah, no, 2023, you know, right-hand man. She's, like, we're not sure. We're in the process, again, transitioning. Just not sure which way. Still trying to, you know, she's the 2023 Pat, you know, SNL version. And Pat, do you like to put on makeup or do you like to play basketball?
I like to do both.
Wheezy McGee, Patty McGee, you know, related to Bobby McGee, you know, you look it up. You know, I'm sorry I have to school you guys, always, you know. Oh, Mark, thank you for the knowledge. That's what I'm here for, to provide you with the knowledge, so then you can go out into the world in debt, you know, 2023 style. So, guys, I just kind of feel like taking a rocket to the moon. Sometimes. Just sometimes I feel like doing it. I'm giving you the link, and you guys can share the freaking hell out of it. This song right here will take you there. I'll literally take you there on a rocket ship. We don't know Elon Musk style. Mark, it's Elon. Look, I want to take the rocket to the moon. Yeah, no, I'm going to do SpaceX, you know. Of course, you know, it's my son, AX9743755. Yeah, but look at it. Yeah, we're going to the moon, you know, tomorrow. Are you going tomorrow to the moon, Elon? Yeah, no, I'm going to go to the moon tomorrow. I'm very excited. Going to do it. Yeah. Going to the moon with Elon.
Take a spin around the moon and I see soon, yeah. Take a rocket to the moon. I guess I see it soon.
Now we're trying stuff because Pamela says it sounds weird, so bring it back to whatever this is.
Feel the rocket burn, yeah.
All right, we'll stick with that. Thanks, Andrea.
Million miles an hour, yeah, you're moving at the speed of sound. They're looking down to tell you never to do that. I'll take a rocket to the moon. I guess I'll see you so soon. I got my eyes closed, hoping it'd be over before it started to get some video. I'm gonna turn around and show what the earth really looks like from the moon. Oh, you're gonna know soon what's really going down, what they've been keeping from me and you.
Let's get it.
top of the surface, yeah, looking at it all from a different point of view. I wish you could be here too. Been to the moon before. Oh, just a bunch of lies they're telling you. 'Cause you know we're stuck here, me and you. There's no way out. Yeah, we can get away now.
No, we can't. Unless you're Squatchy. Yeah.
I just deposited an $8,250 rebate.
What a freaking hacker, scammer over there. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes he's doing it, and then he scams somebody out of all their ducats. They had ducats, and now they have 0 ducats. It's a sad day for the ducat owner, who now has 0 ducats. They're underwater. They had to grab a bucket to get out of the ducat hole, you know. I get it. I'm there. I'm with him. It's a Hard Day's Night. Beatles. 1968. You know. Guys, did you see... Oh, these freaking people. They limited like a bunch of stuff because it was with Dalai Lama, you know, asking someone to suck his tongue, which... All right. You know. Let's see. I'm just looking to see if I can play you guys something. Because I'm in the process of getting some work done here. I thought it'd be a good... I thought it'd be a good time to play you something. And perhaps this is the answer. I think this is episode 3, which I then made private. Did I make it private? No, it's still public. There have been 60 views, and F YouTube for not sharing this, because it's the most ridiculous comedy in the entire world. I know, maybe not, but I think it is. And today, we're getting squatchy with it, you know. So if you guys want to see the rest of this, there's 36 episodes. Make sure you head over to YouTube and follow, subscribe, the Mark in the Spire show. Right now there's 60 views. Thank you, YouTube. Bunch of dicks.
It's Hammerl and Jameson live from the studio, but we're going to take this to Donald Trump for episode 14 of The Donald Trump Show. Welcome and thank you for joining me on episode 14 of The Donald Trump Show. Tonight we're talking about poison again. That's right. Don't drink the poison. Also, don't eat any food prepared by poison. Everything she touches turns to poison. Anyway, I've got some amazing clips for you today of Poison. We're going to see her in action again. She's a terrible human being. Take a look at this one, for example.
Do you think that it is time for Vice President Biden to address this head-on himself?
Now, before we get started, you remember how they treated Trump, right? You remember how they treated Kavanaugh when he was trying to be nominated? They stepped all over the man's life, his dignity, his integrity. But this Peloisen's talking about Sleeps Over Joe like he's walks on water, really. Take a listen.
Well, I have great sympathy for any women who bring forth an allegation. I'm a big, strong supporter of the Me Too movement. I think it's been made a great contribution to our country.
Oh, well, this is great. So we should have a really great endorsement by Nancy Pelosi to support this Tara Reid with her allegations. Let's hear what Pelosi has to say.
And I do support Joe Biden. I'm satisfied with how he has responded. I know him. I was proud to endorse him on Monday.
So let me get this straight. The reporter asks you what you think about Sleep Sofa Joe being accused of rape, sexual abuse, and you're satisfied? What? This is not right, Nancy, no.
Very proud to endorse him.
Whoa, look, everybody, it's Proud Pelosi.
And so I'm satisfied with that.
So let me get this straight, Nancy. Because you put your 37 pounds behind Sleep Sofa Joe, you now no longer believe anybody who accuses Sleep Sofa of wrongdoings because you threw your weight behind Sleep Sofa Joe. I just want to make sure that people know what you stand for. 30, maybe it's 36 pounds, I don't know.
I mean, he hasn't, to be clear, he hasn't addressed it. His campaign has addressed it, but he has not directly addressed it. Should he directly, publicly address it?
Did you see? She looks like a deer in headlights. Okay, you guys ready for your first spin class with Nancy Pelosi? I hope you brought your mats. Lay them out. Here we go.
You know, it's a matter that he has to deal with, but I am impressed with the people who worked for him at the time saying they absolutely never heard one iota of information about this. Nobody ever brought forth a claim or had anybody else tell them about such a claim.
Oh, that's great, Nancy. Thank goodness that the people that work for Sleep Sofa Joe said they've never heard an iota. Any inkling, you say, of anything that Joe Sleep Sofa Bumbling Biden ever did wrong?
But again, we have an important election at hand.
And there it is. The true colors come out from Pelosi. They don't care what Biden has done wrong. They just want to beat Trumper that bad. Rape, smelling little girls' hair, stealing speeches, whatever. Oh, fake civil rights guy, too, forgot. They'll say whatever they can to undercut the Trump.
One that is, I think, one of the most important ones that we've had. We say that every election, but I think this one is the most crucial.
So crucial that you'll forget about your support for the Me Too movement. You really are Pelosi, Nancy. You know that, right?
And I supported him because he's a person of great values, integrity, authenticity.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing here right now. She said values, integrity, and authenticity. Are you sure you're speaking about Sleep Sofa Joe?
Imagination.
There you go again, Pelosi. Imagination? You're kidding, right? This is Sleep Sofa Joe. He's been in office for 44 years and done absolutely nothing. He can imagine what it would be like to actually accomplish something, I guess.
And a connection to the American people.
You must be kidding, Nancy, right? Sleep Sofa Joe is currently looking for a connection to reality.
He understands the kitchen table issues of America's working families.
Okay, 1 out of 2. He probably knows what a kitchen table is. I'll give him that much.
He's the personification of hope.
Joe Biden is the personification of dope.
And optimism for our country, and I was proud to endorse him. And America needs a person like Joe Biden with his integrity.
Remember that this entire interview took place because Joe Biden was accused of raping a woman. And she's standing by his integrity.
His integrity and his vision for the future.
I'm very confused by this one. Looking into the future, vision. Sleep Sofa Joe has a hard enough time looking into the next hour. Never mind days, weeks, and years ahead. This is not a condition that gets better. It only gets worse. Look, I want to thank you for tuning in to episode 14 of the Donald Trump Show. Poison Part 2. You know, she's basically the Crypt Keeper, right? I keep wondering if they're going to do Tales from the Crypt 2. I have the perfect typecast character for you. Her name is Nancy Pelosi. We call her Poison. And I'm sure you can find her online under The Devil's Best Friend. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Donald Trump Show.
It's Hammerl and Jameson live from the studio. We're joined by Donald Trump for episode 15 of the Donald Trump Show.
Thank you for joining me. Episode 15, the Donald Trump Show. Today we go back to bumbling Biden. That's right, Sleeps Over Joe. I got a doozy for you tonight. Check this out.
We can't ensure our future is made in America with American paying, good paying union jobs here at home.
Okay, wait a minute. I've been saying America first for like 4 years. And I'm called a racist, a xenophobe, etc. But Sleep Sofa Joe says it. And everyone's like, oh my goodness, look, Sleepy Joe. He's a genius. Wow. Honestly, if he doesn't fall asleep on camera, he's going to beat me. But he's going to fall asleep on camera. Just wait for it, people.
Here at home, making it in America.
A house or a laptop? Which one do you think is worth more? Well, definitely not the house, because it not only costs millions to buy, but you also have to pay thousands to maintain it every month.
Bumbler, here at home would be made in America. I think he may have said that because Sleepy Joe also owns a piece of land in the Ukraine.
These are the most critical investments we can make for the long-term health and vitality of both the American economy and the physical health and safety of the American people.
So, Sleepy, you had 44 years in the Senate, 8 years as the vice president, and now when you're not in office, you're taking my ideas and pretending that they're your ideas?
Even if we weren't facing a pandemic and an economic crisis, we should be making these investments anyway.
Look, Sleep Sofa, you could say what you want, but you sound like a bumbling idiot at this point. You were in there for 8 years. Do you want me to keep saying it? I will.
To power a clean energy revolution in this country, we need to modernize America's infrastructure.
That's right. You wouldn't have been able to modernize our infrastructure in the 80s when you were vice president. You were just vice president 4 years ago, moron.
Despite this overwhelming need, this president and the Republican Congress have simply failed to act.
Okay, so critique coming from a guy who's been hiding in his basement since he left office at 16. He was in his basement pre-coronavirus, you know that, right?
10,000s, actually tens of thousands.
How many?
10,000s, actually tens of thousands.
Wow, that's a lot, Joe.
There's no other way of saying it.
Well, for Joe Biden, you're right. There's only one way of saying it. The Sleep Sofa way.
Donald Trump promised a big infrastructure bill when he ran in 2016.
I have massive plans for this country, but the Democrats have not made it easy.
Seems like every few weeks, when he needs a distraction from the latest charges of corruption in his staff or the conviction of high-ranking members of administration and political apparatus, the White House announces, quote, it's Infrastructure Week.
Sleep Sofa, you know, I have to tell you, I think you should just stop running. Because every time you have a gaffe, or every time you say something super racist, the media starts a race war, or they totally flip it. Oh, he raped someone? Let's talk about how much integrity he has.
But he's never delivered.
Way to go, Joe. Let's find the 1 or 2 things I couldn't do in the first 4 years, and let's make a big deal out of it.
He's never really even tried.
I have to say, Sleepy, the Sleep Sofa Joe is hilarious. Partly for the goofy things he says with a straight face, but then look at what he said there. I haven't tried. I don't try. Are you kidding me? I sleep like 3 hours a day. I don't get paid for my job. And I get crapped on all day by you fake news morons. And you say I don't try.
Well, I know how to get it done.
The only thing that Sleep Sofa Joe knows how to get done is putting his head on a pillow and taking a nap. That he can get done every single day, afternoon, night. Look, I've got to go, but I'll see you tomorrow on the next Donald Trump show. Hamill and Jameson introducing episode 16 of the Donald Trump Show, The Gates to Evil. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on episode 16 of the Donald Trump Show. Today we're talking about Dr. Evil. That's right, Bill Gates, Fauci. They're all in it together. And I think you'll be surprised when you see Vladimir Putin in the mix. And even George Soros. So we're going to get into it now. Let's take a look at the first piece. Dr. Evil, are you there? Well, hi, Bill Gates. How are you? Do you have a second to talk? Yep, I'm here in the evil lair right now. I heard about all your work on the vaccines. Quite promising. Hold on. Put you on speakerphone. So tell me, what's the latest, Bill? Look, we have to get our vaccines in order if we want to try to stop the spread of the coronavirus. And consequently, I own all of the patents and I have all of the companies that are actually going to provide the vaccines. And Moderna, you may have heard of, that's actually my company. I'm going to be the one who makes all the money at the end. But we have to do it. It's going to kill a lot of people, and it's going to put a lot of more money in my pocket to be the shelf effect, where everybody else dies and I get everything. I'm going to try to take over the world, is really the plan here. Look, Bill, that's usually what we do here at Evil Headquarters. I'm frickin' Dr. Evil. Anyway, how could I help? Well, it looks like I've got everybody lined up and ready for the big reveal. They're all afraid. They're at home quarantined, and they're not sure if it's safe to go outdoors. So they're ready for the takedown. Yeah, I get it. You want to take over the world. People are starting to understand that I have an ulterior motive, and it's financially based, it's population reduction based, and they don't like it. And I just want to try to find out how to do it successfully like you did. I don't have time to give you the ins and outs. Do you have any tips or suggestions that you can give me? Well, Bill, fear seems low. I would release the murder hornets. Well, I really appreciate your advice, Dr. Evil. I know you've gone through this before. I do take over the world at least once a month. I think it's very important that we do this the right way. The right way is the only way. If we do it correctly from the beginning, then I'm going to be the leader of the world. Look, Bill, I'm going to be honest with you. What's yours is mine. I'm just going to do it all myself. I already released the murder hornets. Don't open your windows. Frankly, I was shaken by the images. I could not believe it when I had this YouTube video sent to me. These things are going on behind the Trumpers' back. And I don't like it. No. We're going to stop the Dr. Evil. We're going to stop Bill Gates. He's not even a freaking doctor. You know that, right? He's not a doctor. Doesn't even play a doctor on TV. He just pretends. He walks around, puts a stethoscope on, I think, when he's at home. Melinda, look, I've got a stethoscope on. I'm a doctor. No, you're not. You're just a stupid billionaire. Well, look, let's keep going. Let's see what these morons are up to. Number 2, get me Bill Gates.
Dr. Evil. Bill Gates is on the evil monitor.
Bill, it's Dr. Evil. Oh, hi, Dr. Evil. How are you? I'm doing great, Bill. So glad to get you on the line again. I think it's about time we release our secret weapon. Can you get him on the line, number 2?
Dr. Evil. Call on the evil monitor.
Do you love getting high but smoking hurts your lungs, I've got you covered. You need to try these Delta 9 gummies from Moon. I always get my products from
Dr. Fauci, it's Dr. Evil.
Hello, Dr. Evil.
Look, Fauci, we need you to continue pushing the narrative. If we want them to take the vaccine, they need to be scared. So we need the public to believe that they're in danger. And the only one who's in control of that right now is Dr. Fauci.
Well, we have to be very careful. Can't let the president know what we're doing.
Look, we need to continue to push fear. If we want them to take the vaccine, we're going to have to pretend that they need it. So I'm going to get onto every network station, and I'm going to continue to push the narrative. I'm thinking about deploying the murder hornets.
We should probably be searching for a murder hornet vaccine as we speak.
This sounds like a great idea, Dr. Fauci. Get on it, and I'll see you guys soon. Just remember, keep me apprised. Wait, no, hold on, I'm not done.
We're going to have to continue to act stealth with this mission.
One more thing. Don't forget our mantra. We all need vaccines. That we all need vaccines. And I will eventually take over the world. See, this is the agenda of the New World Order, run by Bill Gates, President Xi. They drop a virus, I call it the Wuhan, on the world. They cripple the global economic system. They put everybody in quarantine. They gotta wear a mask. They can't go out without a mask. And everybody's still fine. The death rate's like the frickin' flu. And they say everybody must get a vaccine. Look, I'll tell you what. I'm Donald J. Trump, and I won't be getting a vaccine. You've got an immune system for a reason. You don't need an immunity like a vaccine made by people like Fauci that just are trying to line their pockets with dollar bills, y'all. So take a look at this last clip. Kinda pisses me off. He called me on pocket dial. You'll see, take a look. Number 2, get me Bill Gates on the evil monitor.
Dr. Evil, Bill Gates, is on the evil monitor.
Well, hi, Dr. Evil. How are you? So glad to speak to you. I'm just here talking to the press right now. Is there something I could do for you? Oh, Donald, I'm sorry. This is actually a pocket dial. I'm gonna have to call you back. Okay, Dr. Evil. Number 2! That was too freaking close, number 2.
I'm sorry, Dr. Evil. Bill Gates on the evil monitor.
Hi, Bill. It's Dr. Evil. How are you? Hi, Dr. Evil. How are you? I'm good, Bill. Are we still on track to take over the world? So Dr. Fauci went on the front lines again today and told people they need to do even more extensive social distancing. They need to stay away from each other more. We have to develop the vaccine before too many people die, and then we won't be able to make all of that money. And what does Fauci have to say about it? I'm going to try to get Dr. Fauci on right now. Dr. Fauci, are you there?
Bill, how are you?
It's Bill and Dr. Evil, and he's on the evil monitor with us.
Dr. Evil.
Gentlemen, the fear-mongering's not working. You're going to have to find a different strategy.
I'm getting very nervous about this, Dr. Evil. I think I may back out of this entire thing if we don't bring the vaccine to market next week. I'm out.
Take a breath real quick, Dr. Fauci, because we're almost there. All right, we put all the money out there. We have the patents, and we have everybody at home right now. So all you have to do is continue the narrative.
The president is starting to become suspicious of Fauci.
Dr. Fauci, we really need you to come through for us here.
Look, the president is smarter than he pretends to be.
Fauci, failure is not an option here.
I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I will not take a fall for 2 megalomaniacs.
Okay. I think I've heard enough. Excuse me. Yes, release the murder hornets. Yes, Bill Gates' house and Dr. Fauci's. That's right. Yep, thank you. Okay, yep, fantastic. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I just can't stand you anymore.
Do you ever wonder about the legal ramifications of using your hands or your weapon in self-defense and how to actually be prepared? We're hosting a 100% free workshop on the legal use of force in your city.
Okay.
It's about learning how to be ready for an act of self-defense and knowing when and how.
Look, I have to thank MAGA lover QAnon 1984 for sharing these 3 videos with me. Oh, wait a second, I'm getting in my ear that we have one more for you. Hold on one moment. Let's get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scene is set. Number 2.
Dr. Evil. Vladimir Putin's on the phone. Dr. Evil, it's Vladimir. We have the news.
Well, it's really good to have you on the line, Vladimir. I'm so glad that our plan is working.
Right now is good mission. Is an American run.
Look, all I want you to know, Vladimir, is that we have to put the pressure on. More cities.
They riot in the street. Good.
Now to part 2, our secret weapon. You know who I'm talking about. Let's get him on the line.
Dr. Evil. George Soros is on the line.
George.
Dr. Evil.
What's the deal?
Can I play too?
What you got going on over there? Give us the scoop.
I want to play.
Let me put you on speaker. Yep, here we go. What do you got, George?
I'll put money in as well, and we could take over the solar system.
We have to find a way to stabilize Donald Trump as well.
Bring Trump Walker to me. I will turn him, or I will destroy him. You know, I have to say, I did not expect to see George Soros turn into Emperor Palpatine. Who knew? Who knew that Emperor Palpatine was really George Soros? Typecast. Typecast, really. I heard he also played Jabba the Hutt. They didn't really even need to use any makeup. Look, the one thing I'll tell you about Donald J. Trump is I keep my friends close, but I keep my enemies closer. I'm gonna call Dr. Evil right now. That's right. We're gonna have a conversation about all of these videos because I don't like when people come after the Trump.
Hold on, people. The phone is ringing. Number 2.
Dr. Evil, there's a call on the Evil monitor. It's Donald Trump.
Thank you, number 2. Hi, Donald. It's Dr. Evil. How are you?
Dr. Evil, you're live right now on the Donald Trump show.
Oh, really? Okay, hold on one second. Let me put you on speaker. What can I do for you, Donald?
You're actually the subject of episode 16 of the Trump show, and I just found 4 videos, quite incriminating. And before I send them to the high courts, I just wanted to see if you have anything you'd like to say.
Well, Donald, simply put, I'm freaking Dr. Evil.
Look, Dr. Evil, you know, we've had a pretty good working relationship in the past, but that all comes to an end now. Next time you think you could take advantage of the Trumper, just get ready for a steaming pile of rockets all over your face. I'm gonna drop them all over your evil compound, wherever it is.
I wish you lots of luck on your search, Donald.
We're gonna find you, Dr. Evil. I'm going to find you.
Look, Donald, I really don't care how you feel. Sorry.
Perhaps if I tell you about the newest technology we're gonna use to take you out in your compound, would that interest you, Dr. Evil?
No matter what tech you have, Donald, you get... Hello? Donald? Number 2! He hung up again, motherfucker!
It's Harold and James.
Some days are messy.
We're going to switch it up here and play this clip that
fill our routine.
Trish says is
But
good.
no matter what the day,
80 views. I gave you the link. Give it a like if you can. Hopefully it's funny.
Dr. Weasel Fouch at your service. Don't forget to wear your mask. 7,247 masks, and you won't go near the Omicrons. The Omicrons is like, once you get your 17th booster, you get your 17th booster, you're gonna be fine.
Hold on a second, Dr. Weaselvatch. So if you have 17 bugga boosters, then you're good? Is that the trade-off, the 17 bugga boosters?
Exactly. 17 and you're good to go.
But what about the people that currently have 3?
Oh, then you need 14 more.
What? You want people to take 14 more? When they're just trying to stay alive now?
Exactly.
But that's not what you told them for the last 2 years, Dr. Weasel Frauci.
No, but that's anecdotal.
No, it's not anecdotal. You literally came out and you were like,
if you get it, you won't get it.
Wait a second. If you get what, you won't get what?
If you get a bugaboo.
Wait a second, but if you get a bugaboo, you won't what?
You won't get it.
Won't get what?
You won't get CV.
Wait, but you did. Now you know everyone's got a bugaboo and they're also getting CV, right?
That's anecdotal.
No, it's not anecdotal. All over the news. I see people. Everybody I know. All these people. They got in it. Even where they were bugabooed and they're fully bugabooed. Like, what are we talking about?
Anecdotal.
No. You can't just sing anecdotal and all of a sudden people are good with it, you know? Like, nobody believes it when you sing it, Dr. Weaselfouch.
Watch me.
No, I don't want to watch you. I don't want to see you do it at all. I don't even like when you speak. You got that Dr. Weasel Frauci thing going on. We're all here. We see it. We could see through your mirage facade situation.
Did you say Ahmad Rashad?
No, I didn't say Ahmad Rashad. I said mirage facade.
Rashad Marad?
What? Who are you talking about? You're not even... Dr. Weaselfouch. Get it together, okay? Mirage facade.
Felicia Rashad?
What are we talking... How do we get in the Cosby situation? Where'd you get the Jello pudding pop? No, you can't do that. He's looking for something else in the freezer. Hiding it. By Menon.
Dr. Weaselfouch does not support by Menon.
What do you wear then? What do you wear then? What do you wear if you're not wearing a by Menon situation?
Dr. Weaselfouch has his own prescription.
For what?
By Menon.
You got a prescription for by Menon? That's pretty cool because I'm trying to see if I can get a sponsorship from by Menon.
Good luck.
Wait, what do you mean? Why? Are you giving me positive good luck? Seriously, you're saying good luck? Or you mean a Dr. Weasel jerk situation?
Oh, Dr. Weasel jerk.
Oh, okay. I get it. You're being a jerk. No problem. You know, Dr. Weaselfouch, I've been here doing it, doing it. And you're there. You're saying,
we have 57,467 masks.
Wait, but when people, how are they going to go out there and, eat?
Oh, you got to peel them off one by one.
What? You want to peel them off? At a dinner party?
Exactly.
Yeah, but then dinner's cold.
Anecdotal.
No. How do you know it's anecdotal? You said, what was it, 5,647 masks?
5,847.
I was off by 200. I'm sorry, Dr. Weaselfouch. I couldn't really figure out if I had enough. I lost count at 5,215.
Well, you got to start over.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. I got to start over? I can't just start at 2,021.50 and just add an extra 800 just to make sure I went over by a few?
No, you got to start completely over. You got to keep track.
Did you say you have to smoke crack?
No, Hunter.
No. I see. You slipped that one in there. A Hunter situation. Mosquito Rich. Look, Dr. Weaselfouch, I think we've had enough of all the lies. What I think we're looking for now is just some transparency situation,
That's all I give is transparency.
What? You give a lot of Dr. Frauci. That you do, but not a lot of transparency. A lot of Dr. Weasel Frauci. That we get. We see it all the time.
If you get it, you won't get it.
Yeah, I heard you say that a lot in the last 2 years. If you get it, you won't get it. Dr. Weaselfouch, I want Popular Mechanics wants to know, So you get 4 bugaboos, right? You're there, you're doing it. You got a quadruple bugaboo situation. Are you then like safe? Yes. No. Yeah. Yeah, you're good. Oh, we're good on the quadruple bugaboo? It's anecdotal right now. We haven't had it peer reviewed. So is anything that you're involved with considered peer reviewed, but anything that you don't want to read personally is considered anecdotal? Exactly. So wait, how do you consider anything to be science then if it's only your eyes only as science? Is that what we're doing? Because I am science. Wait, can you say that one more time? Dr. Fauci is science. I'm Dr. Weasel Fauci. I'm science. If you didn't know it, I had 7,467 masks. Wait a second. You have me wearing 7,647 masks. I'm out there doing it. I just got to Arby's. You want me to pull up to Arby's and get how am I supposed to order through the window? I turn the window to the window. I hit my freaking face in the window with the masks. 7,000. You know how wide 7,347 masks is, Dr. Weasel Fauci? Of course I know. 7 inches, 4 centimeters, and 6 centimeters. What are you, Dr. Joe Biden situation? How are you doing math? Billion million? Are you doing a billion million? Oh, it's a billion million millimeters. Is that what it is? Yeah, but it's anecdotal. We still don't know how math works. We're checking with our superior, Joe Biden. Oh, you're going to Biden for the math. Good luck on that one. You know he uses a calculator that's spelled with a K. There's 3 Ks in there with sleepy poopy pants. Check the records. Look, my Aunt Judy. Now, Dr. Weasel Fauci, you can't do an impression of Joe Biden. Not allowed. All right, when you get on the air, you tell the people the truth. Nothing but the truth. So help you. I want to ask you one question, Dr. Weasel Fauci. It was the year 2014. You're in front of an audience and you're speaking to them about H1N1. And you're telling them about how today we're not talking about other C viruses. We're not talking about other diseases that have circled the globe. We're talking specifically about this gain of funk. You know, so basically he's saying they do the gain of funk situation. You know what I mean? Like, you're gaining the funk. Got that funk, don't gain the funk. Yeah, don't gain the funk. When you do a gain of funk and you're gaining the funk, like he did, you know, and then he comes out, he's like, look, you're like, why did you do a gain of funk situation? He's like, I didn't do a gain of funk. And they're like, we know you did with freaking P-Funk. You were there. You're doing it. Like, is it a brick house? Dr. Weasel Fauci came out and he goes, no, it's a Baxaboo house, yeah.
Watch the NBA Finals live on ABC with YouTube TV.
Nobody cares about the NBA Finals. At least I don't care. Oh, look, Dr. Weasel
services
Fauci
can help you quit.
We've got the vax. You better get the vax. That's what they're doing with Dr. Weasel Fauci. She's out there singing it. You know, I protested to that one. I'm like, Dr. Weasel Fauci, you can't go out there, right, and start singing, we've got the vax, right? That's not good. We were waiting for James Corden to come out with that one next, you know, like, guys, look, we've got one. We're going to do another song. This one's going to kill. We're going to have everybody out there getting the bugaboo. Oh, great. Thanks, James Corden. He comes out there. He's like, hey, I'm going to put on a face. He goes, we've got the Vox. Yeah, we know you got the Vox, dude. You got a Vox? How about Dr. Weasel Fauci? We've got the vax. We gotta get the vax. Look, we gotta get 17 bugaboos in your arm. And when you do it, you're gonna get sicker. Because we know that what was gonna happen from the beginning. But every scientist and every doctor that told you what was gonna happen, we just suppressed the friggin' hell out of them, including the Renaissance Man show. That's what we did. Everybody know. That's what we do with Dr. Weasel Fauci. Everybody know. It's gonna snow this weekend. That's right, on Sunday night. Gonna get a lot of friggin' snow in Connecticut. By men, and by the way, guys, I'm going to be touching base with you on Monday. We're doing a deal. I already figured it out. It's been manifested, Renaissance Man show. We'll have a little By Menon situation in the corner. By the way, if anybody knows By Menon, like personally, you know Tommy By Menon, I think his name is Tommy. Call Tommy up, all right? And in fact, you know, I think we can do that real quick. Yeah, here we go. Tommy. Hold on a minute. Tommy. How you doing? It's Mark Pires, Renaissance Man. Yeah, Tommy. Get. Well, Tommy, look, I appreciate you're a huge fan. Look, I'm here. I'm doing it. And that may actually help me. So I'm looking for a sponsorship deal, okay? Not affiliate situation. I'm looking for straight up pot. I'm here giving you free plugs on a daily. I got people telling me they want to buy a speed stick from me. Yeah. Hold on a second, Tommy. I got a note coming in. Oh, this is a crazy one. Tommy, I'm sorry. That is from Alivo. They want to do a deal with me for their deodorant. Yeah. No, it just came through. I know they do like an organic situation. Look, I'm just telling you, I'm giving you a heads up because I gave you the first call. I was like, look, we could do a deal with Tommy. You know, maybe Tommy wants to do a deal with the By Menon situation. I'll give him a chance. Like, I'm thinking about this, Tommy. We don't do our deal. You're going to be hearing this every single day for the rest of the Fraternity and Renaissance Man show. Levo. Hold on. Oh. Guys. They just upped the ante. Yeah. They said I can put a buy in front. Buy Alivo. I'm thinking that's going to be a good thing, you know? Where all of a sudden, I'm getting paid by Alivo because you weren't willing to do the deal By Menon. So, look, I'm just being honest with you. I gave you a shot. You didn't step up to the plate. They're paying me the big bucks. What are you going to do? All right, no, I'm good. I'll wait till tomorrow. You better draft that friggin' deal. Because I'll tell you what, if I'm still waiting here tomorrow, you're gonna get a piece of my mind. Oh, guys. No, I'm sorry. Look, I gotta put you on hold for a second. Yeah, no, now you have to wait for me. That's right. You're not gonna do a By Menon situation and you want me to wait on a By Menon? Hold on, I have to speak to the Renaissance Man fam about this and see if it's okay. Yeah, you hold tight now. Right, guys? He's going to try to make me hold. You guys know we got a Hammerlin Jameson situation, right? Guess what I found? I found my original Hammerlin Jameson! That's my favorite sound of freedom, I told you I had to buy a new one because I couldn't find Hammer Jammer, and I told you he's always stuck to something. He was stuck to my camera back there. Got 3 extra cameras I don't use anymore because now we're just using the other ones. Anyway. These like computer cameras we stopped using. Double Hammer Jammer. Oh. Tommy. Yeah. Yeah, no, they said it's cool. We can continue our negotiation. That's right. No, I want 2 for the price of 1. That's right. No, I'll take it at the 15th is fine. And it doesn't have to be in the first of the month or anything. But I want it in BB Poo Poo. I'm just kidding. No, I want it in American dollars. And that's not a, weird word. I want dollars. I want, dollar bills. Yeah. No, Joanne, you can't have any. I pay her doll hairs, Tommy. I'm not sure if you know. So she's back there getting a doll hair situation, asking for a raise.
Hi, I'm Larry Janeski from Connecticut Basement Systems. We're the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, foundation structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Call Connecticut Basement Systems for all things basement-y.
Kimberly Akimbo is the best reviewed musical of the season, and now it's nominated for 8 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. It's all about growing up and growing old, in no particular order.
Just enjoy the
Critics have said it's profoundly funny and deeply moving. And I loved it from the first note to the last. Kimberly Akimbo on Broadway. Get tickets at KimberlyAkimbo.com.
What do you think on the deal? Do we have a deal? Look, maybe you're just waiting for me to say it once so you hear it. How about this? Ready? Oh. Okay. No. That's good. You don't want to. I was going to give you a free one. It's like Zabrowski doesn't give away his boo-hoos, but I was willing to give you a free one. He says he's a huge fan. He already knows how I do the by minute. He doesn't need me to do it again. I get it, Tommy. You don't want one. That's good. No, that's cool. I'm good with that. Whatever, dude. Oh, really? You don't mind? Okay. All right, ready? So just imagine. I'm in the middle. I'm doing it, right? And I finish up. I did my scene. We're all laughing, or we're all feeling something. The music hit us hard, We're right in a powerful moment. Oh, everybody's feeling inspired, right? You know what I'm saying, Tommy? We're doing it. And all of a sudden, by Manon. Yeah! No, I know it sounds like the recording. I'm an impressionist. That's what I do, What did you think? I was going to go out with and be like, bye, Manon. No, I do it exactly like the one from the 80s. I was going to work on getting the in the background with it, like a beatboxer. So it's like, Manon, where it sounds like it's a tape, vinyl that went to, reel to reel down to cassette tape. And then you guys took it from cassette tape to a CD. And then from there, we burned it to MP3 situation. And you still get that cassette sound, I was going to try to see if I could work that into the tone. But instead, you're just getting a straight up digital sound of by Manon. And if you don't act on it now, it's going to be by Alivo. All right, so guys, it's getting late. I'm in the middle of trying to laser screen engrave. You see this on the BeatSeat? Now I'm kind of giving away what it looks like, but you see the flamed wood there. I'm putting the BeatSeat logo on the front, and that's a process. I was hoping to get it done quickly, but it's taking a while, and that clip, I had to stop. I'm just so glad I have to say that I stopped saying situation all the time, Anyway, tomorrow, I hope we can have some fun and do it all over again. I hope to have this BeatSeat ready for you in the next couple days so you can really see what is possible with this thing. It's going to be pretty insane. I have some extra special little treats for this one that I cannot wait to share. So, if you have not, please like the show, please share the show, please tell somebody about the show, and tomorrow, stop back by for the show. Maggie's been downstairs the whole time. She won't come up. I don't know why. She's scared to be up in the studio for some reason. Barella, my friend, Pamela Swan, S. Coop, Trish Killian, thank you for telling us about the Weasel Frauchi bit. Tomorrow, hopefully we have some more fun. Hope to see you. If you're lurking, I appreciate you. Till tomorrow, it's Mark Pires. And this is the longest running daily show on Earth. Hope to see you tomorrow. You got to go away. Till tomorrow, fam. You got to go away.